Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about the DOM. Okay, and also if you click as a refresh this page, and after that in our on click here, if you click as a click, then it's automatically changed it, right? That means it's automatically updated that this DOM. So now I want to do like here, we did that work with using our function. You can see that is actually our class component, right? So there is our class component. Into the class component, we have updated our DOM. So here we have updated it with our this on click. So now I want to do the same things. I want to do the same things for our functional component. Okay, that is actually our class component. So if you want to apply the same things for our functional component, then you have to use some of the hook, as they have one of the method as a use state. So with use states we can do that work. Okay, so how can do that work? I will show you. So for better understanding, in your component area, I want to create as a new file, and I just name it as a hook. Okay, I just name it as a hook.js. So I just simply name it as a hook.js. So now first of all, I just copy everything from here. Okay, I just simply copy it, and now in our hook.js here, I just simply paste it. So I just click as a save all, and now also I want to load it. That means I want to load our this hook in our app.js. That means our main mother.js. So in particular that area, I want to copy it. Okay, I just copy and paste it, and I name it as a hook. And that is our from. In our components, I have created one of our component as a hook. Okay, I just name it as a hook, and also now we have to visible it. So I just simply load our this component, right friend? So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see it's pretty much the same. But that is actually our another component. This component is actually hook.js, right? Like here, if you want to change it as a change, okay, I just name it as a change, click as a save all, and now refresh it. Yeah, you can see it's now perfectly changed. So from here you can actually update it. So now that is actually one of the class component, right? That is one of the class components. So now I want to do the same things for our functional component. So how can do that work? In this video, I will show you that things with a live example. So for doing this, first of all, here we have to create one of the functional component, right? So right now we don't need this. I just simply remove it. Here I want to apply the same things. It should be replace with our new data. So before we have used our set, that means the set states for our class component. So now I want to work for our functional component. So for better, I just cut everything from here. Okay, I just cut everything, and after that learning, so here I just simply paste it. Okay, so I just simply paste it on particular that area, and here we'll create one of the functional components. So for the functional component, we don't need that render. Okay, that means the render, we don't need it. I just simply remove it. So that is the bracket. So I also remove that bracket. Okay, I just simply remove that bracket. So that will be for our last one, that means this one. So now here I want to create one of the function, not the class. So I just name it with the constant. Okay, I do with the constant. Into the constant area, I take one of the variable, and I just name it as a hook. Okay, and then also here we have to get all that our objects. So I just added that things with the props. Okay, with the props I want to create one of the array function. So that is our function name, right? So that is our function. So into the function area, I want to define one of the method. So that have, as I told you, if you want to manipulate it, these states, then you have to add one of the function, that is our use states function. So now I want to use it as a use. And you can see they have a lot of the things, that is as a use callback, use context. So literally step by step I will show you. So right now I want to use this one, that means this method as a use states. Okay, and automatically you can see it's now added our use states on here. So right now we don't need this component, so I just simply remove it. So here we have to add our this use states method. Okay, so into the React, automatically it's added. So for the reasons, actually I am using that Visual Code Editor. You can see it's very much supportive. So now that is our method. So into the method area, I want to define that our object data. So I just simply added that object data on here. So I have already added that object, like this array data. Okay, that this array object, I just simply cut it from here, and now in particular that position I just simply paste it. Okay, friend. So that is our method, and into this method area, that is our object, and that is our object, all that property, and then our all that value, right? So I just simply added that things on here. And also that is our hook, that means our variable. So here we have to also pass it. So we have to pass it also, that is the export default, and I just make as a hook. Okay, I just make that things as a hook, and then that is our context, and the context area that is will be as a comma, right? So then our return, and then our all the dev. So that is our all the dev. Perfect. So now I want to add our use, that means the use state. So now I want to take this with one of the constant. Okay, so here I take that one of the constant. So into the constant area, and also here I added one of the array distance. So I just simply added that array distance, and with this array distance, that is they have the two parameter. One will be as a user state name, another will be as a method. Okay, so now I want to add two of this. Like, so whatever the name you choose. So right now I am choosing as a fruit states. Okay, fruit states, and also there is another parameter, as I told you, this parameter will be as a method. So now I just set one of the methods. So right now I name it as a set fruit. Okay, says fruit states. So here I just simply take it. So that is our use states. Okay, friend. So I just simply take it. So as I told you, they have the two parameters passing. One will be as a set, that means this set states one of the name, and that will be one of the method. That is a two parameter. So I just take that parameter without this constant, and into the constant area. Now I want to pass it, because of all I want to replace it, right? So now I want to pass it. So that is actually our fruit name is. So that is actually our name. So now if you want to pass it, you have to pass it with this name. That means that this fruit's states name. That means our use states name. So I just name it with our fruit states. So now here we don't need to use that this and the states. Here we don't need to use it. Here I just simply added our this one. Okay, that means this fruit states. And also here I simply added this one, and also added this one. So friend, this video may little bit hard for you, but don't worry, step by step everything will be more clear to you. So now we have to work in our on click. That means in our on click area, I have already created one of the method as a click handler, right? So now I just simply cut it. So right now we don't need this. I just simply remove it, and now after that, okay, before that return, I just simply paste it. Okay, friend. So I just simply paste it on here. So that is our handler, that will be our on click. So when it should be click as a on click, that means in our change me, then it should be replace our this array data with our this one, right? So here it should be automatically changed. And also that is our method as on click. So here I already declared that on click. So right now here we don't need to use that this. Okay, so here we don't need this. So now I want to actually remove it from here. So I just simply remove it. From here, and also in our particular that method area. So into the method area, I want to pass our method name. So as I told you, this parameter is our method. So now I want to pass this method. Okay, I just simply copy it, and now here I want to pass it. I hope you can well understand about it, friends. So that is our array distance, and into the array distance there is the two parameter. One will be as our use states name, and that will be as one of the method. So into the use states name area, I want to pass all that our data. That means here I pass all the data. That means the array index data. So here I pass it, and also into the on click, that means that is actually our on click event. Into the on click event area, I have created one of the method, that means one of the property. Into the property area, I create one of the method, and here you can see that is actually our method. So into the method area, I just pass out this method. So that means this method I just simply pass it. That means when you click as a change me, that means this button automatically it should be replace our this data with our this one, right? So it should be just like that same before. So now let's check this out. If click as a save all, so everything is running well, and now I just refresh it. So now showing one of the error as a click handler is not defined. It's because of all here we have to actually take it like here, that is our click handler. So I just take that things with one of the constant. So I just take that things with the constant, and with the constant area I take out this property, that means the click handler. Now let's check this out. If you click the save all, and now if you refresh it, yeah, you can see it's now perfectly loaded. So now I want to change it. Like if you click as a change me, yes, you can see it's now perfectly updated. So if you also want to check it with our DOM, that means if you go element, that is the dev. So that is the dev, and now I want to change it. Our this DOM is perfectly updated or not. Click as a change me. Yeah, you can see our DOM is updated. So friend, I think it's very much clear to you how can multiple it, that means how can replace your all that data, that means array data with using our function. So that is our function component. So how can use it into the function component area, and also I have discussed about that things before, how can do the same things for our class component. So I think everything is very much clear to you. So it's may little tough for you. Don't worry about it. Step by step, as I told you, just continue this process and just grab that main core things. Okay, just grab it literally. When we will use it in our project, then everything will be more clear to you. In our next video, I want to discuss about the data binding. So it is also one of the important things. So how can working with the data binding, how can working with the on charts. In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.